on over. Okay, I'm doing this for Maria, so
okay.
I'm not a pro at it, but come a little closer so we can look at them. Okay, you guys, let's welcome Liz Carmouche. You're on live.
Okay.
Hi, Liz.
Don't cuss.
I'll do my best.
No, we can.
Wait, we can't cuss anymore?
We can cuss.
No!
Yeah, Kevin Smith did that like the whole show.
No, she can't.
F this, F that.
Okay, so first and foremost, obviously you've got a big fight. It's this weekend, right? You're going to big. Okay, so tell us what you're doing. How are you preparing?
The same way I always prepare, getting 4 to 6 hours training in the gym. I practically live at the gym.
Oh gosh.
And then going out and doing media outlets, prepping it up and hyping the fight.
Right, getting publicity and stuff for
exactly.
it. So do you, obviously, I'm assuming it might be a dumb question, but your diet obviously is a big factor in the few days leading up to the fight as well. What do you do or don't do?
I maintain the same diet all the time.
You do?
So it's just a matter of...
So it's not a big deal?
Yeah, no, it's not at all. So whereas, like, when I don't have a fight, I'm having what I call cheat weekends, which are only supposed to be a cheat day, and then I take the entire
weekend. You do a cheat weekend? I love it! That's how I do things.
And,
what do you eat when you cheat?
Crazy Burger, this place in San Diego. They have, like, boar burgers, kangaroo burgers.
Never heard of it. Is it a chain? Do you guys know it? Crazy Burger? Crazy Burger? No.
Haven't tried it yet.
It's a chain?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, it's not a chain.
Oh,
it's
it's
just
not a
little,
chain.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So burgers.
Yeah, and cupcakes.
Cupcakes?
They're beer-infused cupcakes.
Beer?
Oh,
that sounds awesome.
Sounds awesome already.
I love it. Okay.
I love that kind of diet.
Beer
When I cut out all
cupcakes.
that junk,
Yeah.
then I'm right on weight. It's just a matter of cutting all that out.
Oh my god. Okay, can I ask you how much you weigh? I know you're not supposed to ask.
And I'm right on weight. I'm 135.
Okay, 135. Okay, and how tall are you?
5'6".
5'6". Okay, dude, I've seen your pictures. You're like crazy buff. I honestly, your abs are like ridiculous. I'm really I want to touch it. Yes, I'm not kidding.
Wow.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
I think someone is having a little bit too much fun.
Yeah. Roxy, I think you're having a
Okay, you remember we are here too, Roxy.
You have questions for
So
Liz?
Diana, go for it.
Go
It's
for it.
like I definitely got one. Liz, from one former Marine to another, you know what Ronda's going to do in this fight. You know what she's going to try to do. That's what she does. So how do you plan on stopping her from doing that? Because so far, no one else has seemed to be able to.
Yeah, it's a matter of not freezing. A lot of people they've gone into the cage and they see her, they get caught in the hype and they freeze in that moment and let her do her thing. It's a matter of getting in there and implementing my game plan and putting it on her.
Wait, what does she do? Obviously, I
Yeah,
don't know.
and how long
Armbar.
time do you have?
With Ronda,
Like,
it's going to be an
hold
armbar.
on. Finish. Go ahead, Deanna. Sorry.
Yeah, I was just saying, it's like with Ronda, it's going to be an armbar. That's her thing. That's what she's going to try to do. Everyone knows this. No one seems to be able to stop her from doing it so far.
Well,
That's how she's won every professional fight she's ever been in.
And amateur.
I got a question for you.
Okay, go for it, Chris.
It seems like nowadays women are getting more involved in men's sports. You have Danica Patrick now getting the pole in Daytona 500. Women playing men's golf. You're now boxing. Is it something you always wanted to do, kind of do something different that is not your traditional sport for women?
Yeah, I was always involved in team sports, and for the school that I went to, I was always on the losing team. I gave 110%, 150%, and no matter how hard I worked, it didn't matter. Because if my teammates didn't participate and give everything they had, then we'd always lose. So I finally found a sport where all the hard work I put into it is reflected in the fight. And that's just great. And then, of course, I'm a pretty active and aggressive person, so it's just fit perfectly.
How long have you, I'm sorry, I obviously don't follow it very well, but I will. I'll tune in Saturday. How long have you been doing this?
I've been training
hardcore?
Since January 2010, so it's 3 years.
Oh my God, that's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Wow, okay. So what's been like the biggest challenge for you?
Trying to just juggle everything. Because when I started off, I was going to school full-time. And then I was also working at the gym, and then I was training at the gym as well.
Oh, gotcha. So now you've made it like your only focus?
Yeah, I'm at the gym.
And that's it.
24/7.
That's it. Okay. Who else had a question? Go ahead, Kimpton.
I have a question.
Oh.
Yeah.
Who wants to go first?
Can I
Yeah,
go
go for
first?
it.
So Liz, you look actually you look pretty in this outfit and the hair, and your fighting is so mean looking. And I just want to ask you: were there ever some stupid men and try to fight you and you beat the crap out of them? Were there any of those situations?
Whether it was just people drinking that they felt like they had to do something silly, Or in practice where somebody is like, yeah, I see you. You think you're tough stuff. I'll go in there and beat you up, and then they get knocked out or something happens to them.
Do you feel like guys are always challenging you, or do you feel like they have to prove something to you, or what?
For some guys, yeah. I feel like the more experience, like the pros that come in there and practice, that's not the case.
Right.
They've worked with women, or at the very least, they've heard of me and they know that they can just go in there and train together.
Yeah.
But there are people that go and feel like they have to
prove something
and assert their dominance.
Gotcha. Okay, hey, Kim, go for it.
What are some of the rituals or some of the things that you do in preparation before each fight?
With each fight, it's the same. Leading up to it, usually fight day, my girlfriend is the one that braids my hair. And it's just a matter of relaxing and just focusing on the fight. Because in my head, the whole week leading up to it, I dream about the fight. I'm going through multiple different outcomes. So it's just a matter of letting my body relax and just get settled and ready for the fight. How
do you rest though? Because you are consumed about, you're dreaming about it, you're consumed with it. Do you have trouble falling asleep? Because I know before a big event, I'm like a mess.
No, sometimes, I'll have a little bit of a hard time falling asleep just because I'm so into the different thoughts. But then once I fall asleep, I'm fine. It's a matter of waking up and I'm like, well, that was an interesting dream. Okay.
So here's another question. I mean, obviously this is very aggressive and very physical. Are you at all worried about injuring yourself to a really bad degree? I mean, I know it's silly to ask because you're going to get hurt with what you do, but do you think about that, or do you not? It's just part of what you do.
No, in a fight, I'm not worried about it. When I'd be worried about it is just if I have a fight lined up and I get hurt in practice. That's when I worry.
Okay.
Because the last thing I ever want to do is drop out of a fight because I got injured.
Right.
And that's really my own concern. I'm like, oh, okay, that was a close call. I almost got cut there, or I almost got this broken. Let me dial it back a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Any other questions for you guys? I'll keep asking. Yeah, Trev.
I'd like to just, if you just elaborate on what, I think it was Kenton that said, do guys actually try and fight you when you're out? Were you talking about men then?
Yeah, no, I mostly practice with men.
Sorry, when Kenton said, what do you like out in a bar and people want to challenge you?
Out and about, on the street,
I started fighting. That when I was in the Marine Corps, I was always
in the Marine Corps, right.
The best I could possibly be. I made sure that I had the highest PFT, and that I was always just the best that I could possibly be. And as a result, a lot of people want to challenge that and felt like I was trying to prove myself, so they would try and
That's crazy. Men as well, though. It's just
yeah. But I guess after you turned pro, did they still fight you? I remember there's a heavyweight champion. Actually, I asked him. I think some of us asked him the same question, and his response is he stopped going out in the bar after 10 or something, because with him, if he fights someone and if they die, it is murder. so yeah, I mean.
Yeah, I don't drink anymore, so I don't really go out. If I do anything, I go dancing, and I do it in the gay community where I live, and nobody knows me there, so I go completely.
What do you mean that no one knows you there?
I mean, I'm recognized. I can just go out and go dance, and nobody knows me.
Oh wow. Okay, so you touched on that. Can we talk about that? How has that? I mean, when did you come out, and how did that play? Does that play a role in what you do? Is it a great way to raise awareness about what you do? Can you talk about that?
Yeah, it doesn't. I wouldn't say it plays a role in what I do at all. I mean, it's part of who I am, but it doesn't really play a factor in competing. But it does raise awareness, and I do feel like I've been put in a place where I can be a role model for other women and children that are coming up in the LGBT community.
And they can look up to you, and you're the role model for them. Cool. What was that? Anyone else have questions?
I just want to say best of luck to you this weekend in the fight. It's I will be watching. I think this is really exciting. It's actually, no, that does kind of lead into another question. What is it like for you being involved in the first women's match in UFC history? It's I mean, is there any pressure that just comes from that? It's I mean, the first women's match and you and Ronda are main eventing this thing.
Yeah, no, there's no pressure. I think that it's so historical just in being the fight that it is, that I can almost just go in there and just appear, and that's good enough. So I'm just going in there just to do my thing.
I'm here, right?
I push myself, and I always want the best out of myself. That's really the only thing I'm going in there expecting and working for.
But you're obviously really competitive.
I'm very competitive.
So I mean, in your mind, is it I'm going to go and I'm going to win? You don't even think about what could happen or anything. You're just focused on the positive outcome?
Yeah, exactly. Always a positive.
Well, that's good.
Lisa, I want to ask you another question. So for the first 15 seconds, I don't know how tight are the fight, but in the first 15 seconds or 30 seconds, what would you be thinking in terms of the fight? Would it be major contact in the beginning, and that is the most crucial time, or it's kind of like a longer thing?
No, I play every moment as I go. And I'm always going in there with as much contact and as much aggressiveness as I can from the beginning to the end.
You don't like save your best moves for the end, obviously. You just go
No.
in there and you like pound it out.
Yeah, and I'm used to sparring so that I'm going hours at a time. So
Yeah.
a 5-minute rounds is nothing compared to what I usually go into practice.
Jesus.
Okay, so honestly though, like how tired are you right now? Physically?
No, not that tired.
You're not?
No.
God.
I mean, I could go for a shot of espresso, but
Do you and how much sleep do you get? I mean, with what you do you need to get like a really good amount of sleep in order to kind of do what you do, or?
no, because there have been days where I'm just traveling and doing things where I've maybe gotten 2 hours of sleep.
Oh God.
And some of those days are my best days in practice, so
Are
it
you
really makes no
serious?
sense. Yeah,
That's
I don't know if
weird.
maybe I'm just going on auto drive and
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
overthink things.
Yeah.
But it seems like I can get 8 hours of sleep or 2 hours of sleep, and it doesn't really matter my performance. I'm still going to go out there and do my best.
And looking back, like, what is it that you thought you would end up doing, and did you ever imagine you would be where you are today?
I dreamt about it. Like, I was like, oh, this would be the coolest thing ever if I could be in the position, exactly the position I am this Saturday. But I didn't think it was going to happen. And I thought I was going to be stuck going to school until I went to my master's, so 8 years down the road. And
What was your master's?
I didn't.
Oh, you
I
didn't
just,
do it.
No,
You
I
didn't
said
do it.
associates,
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha. So you can't see yourself doing anything but this. This is like what you feel like you're made for.
Exactly.
Cool. Anyone else before we wish her the best of luck? No?
That's it. Good luck.
That if you can go 3-5 minute rounds. I mean, I used to box before I got arthritis. Now I can't start punching anymore. And just doing 2 minutes on, 1 minute off on doing bag work. I'm knackered after the second one. If you can do that, that is like superhuman. When you were saying that, then it just meant. Well, yeah, obviously you are superhuman, aren't you? Because top of your
I do
games.
multiple sparring sessions, an hour each a day. So doing just 5-minute rounds is really it doesn't compare. And we don't take minute breaks. We take just seconds breaks between each round.
That is amazing. Because people who haven't done it don't appreciate how difficult that is. I mean, it really is peak fitness. It's amazing fitness. But
Yeah,
anyway,
I'm telling you, I just touched her abs and they're like rock hard.
Yeah, I think you keep touching her. I think I call you out.
Oh, stop. We wish you the best of luck. Good luck. Thanks so much for coming in. Nice to see you.
Can we have
Wait,
photo?
Roxy, a picture.
Photo.
Sorry. I don't
Photo.
Okay, so
You can touch her now, but
I can touch her now.
but
They want to take a picture, so we just like look over there and smile.
Awesome.
thank you, awesome.